Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club for our third match here this afternoon on St. Patrick's Day. In His Highness the President of the UAE Cup between Drai and Ghantoot. The temperature 22 degrees. Feels a bit chillier than that. There's a bit of a breeze. Fortunately, 0% chance of rain, and here we are on the magnificent floodlit field of the Sheikh Sultan Polo Field here. Myself, Adam Snowden, welcoming you here on Polo Line. We'll have the lineups here quickly now, and we start off with Drai. We'll be starting off in their blue colours. There's a rather different blue to navy blue from here this afternoon. Playing at number 1 is Drai. At 2, Paolo Chiesa. At 3, Thomas Benello. At 3, Rowley Laplacette. And in the white shirts for Ghantoot, playing at number 1 is Yusuf Bindismal. At number 2, Kian Hall. At 3, Pablo Llorente. And Marcos Kaku Alraja at number 4. Our umpires out on the field will be Tarquin Southall and Tim Bam, with the third man being Peter Wright. A great view of them there. They'll be starting off in front of the clubhouse here at the Sheikh Sultan Field. So it's all to play for out here. Drai having had the win the other day. Ghantoot having gone down to Habtoor. See what they can do with this one here, see what Ghantoot can do. Drai welcoming them back here to the 18-goal series in United Arab Emirates after a few years of their omission. It looks like Tim Bound's getting the two teams lined up, and we're underway, ladies and gentlemen, coming out with this one here now. It's sent up forward, but Kaku comes in, sends the backhand back into the crowd once more, trying to get hold of that one there. Couldn't get hold of it, could Pinello, but it comes out. But it looks like it's Drai. Drai checks up, turns back aside. No, it's Rowley on. So it comes forward onto the play, goes a shot, sends this one up forward, up to the front door here. Has to go himself. Kaku's going back onto it. Kaku stabs himself onto it, swoops it forward, taking the backhand. Didn't quite get the shot he was looking for. Couldn't get hold of it there. Rowley picked up by Yusuf, yields off, leaves it for Kaku. Kaku Raja on the play. In try and play the hook on him there is Pauli. Pauli's play falls there for Drai. Drai's play comes forward once again. It's Pauli. Pauli leaves out and behind, gets hooked off out of it. It's Kaku. Pauli comes in. It looks like Pauli might have just caught a bit of a mallet, and we have a whistle. Really a little bit scrappy just in there. Couldn't quite get, and nobody could get clear and get away into the open space. Pauli, you see, comes through onto it there, comes forward and gets caught up with the mallets there of his and Kaku's. So he just has a moment to compose himself once more. And this ball will be bowled into play on umpire Bound, who raises the ball above his head, bowls that ball back into play. Middle line out it is, comes away with it here. Does Pinello sends the backhand. Backhand goes in. Sorry, it was Rowley. Kaku picks this one up quickly here now and comes onto it is Drai. Sends the backhand in once again. Coming around onto it is Pauli. Pauli trying to get back onto this one here. A little bit of a hook comes in of something, or he left that one behind, but it's now left here for Pinello. Pinello coming forward, trying to get his way through the traffic. Gets away from one. Gets hooked off out of it this time here now. Tries goal, close to that goal there of Ghantoot, and it looks like that has gone through the goals. Just lost it in the melee there. Let's see if we can see a little bit more clearly on the replay. See, Tommy got hooked off out of it. Trying to get onto it. It looks like it was actually Buddy who ended up putting that one away eventually. Let's see if they can get this opened up and running freely here. So two teams back to the middle of the field it is once again for Tim. Bowls that ball into the play. Comes away with it here is Pinello. Turns back inside. Pinello goes himself. Reckons he can get on the move here now. Jorente takes him out, backhand, comes in, opening it up, trying to get that one out there for Kian. Kian comes together there with Pauli, goes with the backhand, sends it back in towards the middle of the field once again. Picks it up, does bin Drai, but we get a whistle on the play. You can see clearly on the replay here now, the backhand came in. It was from the clubhouse coming towards the middle of the field. Wasn't directly straight up the field as bin Drai tried to turn across out towards the clubhouse once more, and we end up with a penalty in favour of Ghantoot, being dropped down on the 40-yard line for a penalty 3 to be teed up by Kaku Raja. See a shot there quickly of Jorente quickly changing. Kaku Raja. A very proficient penalty taker indeed. A wonderful horseman. Kaku Raja. Kaku comes up to this one, he strikes it. Let's see what the goal judge says, and the goal judge says thank you very much indeed. His flag is aloft, so opening up the account here for Ghantoot from the penalty is Kaku Raja. So 1 goal apiece it is here in Chukka number 1. Umpire Bound just lines the 2 teams up, bowls. Looks to ball that ball back into play. Into play it is. In the middle lineup. Coming away with it here is Pauli. Leaves it now for Rowley. Rowley goes under the neck with that one there. Puts it up at the front door here. Takes the man. Looks to take it on the near side. Does bin Drai. Takes it in the air, but it goes a little bit underneath the pony's neck. And Kaku Raja comes in and saves the day for Ghantoot. Pushes it wide out towards the clubhouse. But coming quickly onto it here now is Laprasette. Laprasette. Goalward bound, Laprasette dropping the hammer. Checks up, straightens himself up, looks towards goal, opens his shoulder and drives this one, and through the goal it is, not wasting any time, does Rowley Laprasette. You can see here on the replay, a good shot here of Rowley coming forward. The guy is looking after the teams, giving a bit of space and time, and just cuts that one in towards the goal. Over all the traffic and through the goals it is. So goal number 2 on the board there for bin Drai. 2 goals to bin Drai. 1 to Ghantoot, and the ball back into play. In the line out it comes. Who's going to surface with this one here? It's a bit of a melee, just working hard on there in the front of it. Pauli looking for something out of this one here, but it's going to be Jorente. Jorente trying to make a little bit of space and get into some open space. He pushes it out there for Kaku. Kaku dummies the forehand, comes round again, looked after it. He gets hooked off out of it as he comes across the front of him there. Does Pauli, and we get a whistle on the play. You can see here Kaku go forward, comes the other way, comes in forward, and unfortunately Pauli looks like he just got himself across at right angles in front of Kaku Raja, and we're going to move this one up here now for a penalty 4, a 60-yard penalty I think it'll be, in favour of Ghantoot. Whilst a few players quickly scurry off and change ponies, Jorente will just tee this one up whilst Kaku just changes. So players called. Kaku Raja to come round onto this one here now. Yard penalty for Kaku Raja. Kaku strikes it. He strikes that one beautifully, but it looks like it's drifted to the left-hand side. And out over the back line it is, and it'll be dropped down. Here now for Rowley Laprasette to bring back into play. Nicely executed, but just drifting left, so Rowley Laprasette gets to bring it back into play. Underneath the neck he goes with this one. Out there looking for Pinello. Pinello on the play. checks up the pony, shuts it down. Kaku going with him, just giving him the opportunity to turn back inside, but it looks like that one has gone out over the boards. So Kaku Raja will just wait for the ball to be dropped, and play will continue. He taps it, closes down the angle, comes in towards the middle field. Llorente coming in behind, given the option if he needs it to do so. Pauli just has to yield off out of that one. He leaves it now for Llorente. Llorente knows he has to play it, does so, passes this one up through, gets it up here now for Kian. Kian looking to straighten up and come through the traffic, just gets met by a wall of blue shirts, and the backhand comes in by Pauli, sending Kakuraja scurrying back for that near side backhand. Trying to get onto it is Kian. Kian's trying to get onto this play, and it looks like the ball has just been shadowed out over the back line. So it will be Drai to bring back into play once again. Looking to get this down the other end. Trying to keep them up this end is Ghantoot as Rowley Lapisette dummies the next shot, comes himself, reckons he's got the pony to get up past Kian, shows a bit too much of that one to Kian, and Kian goes to check up and come back inside, does so, but it's well met there by Pinello, and it comes off the pony unkindly for him though, and Llorente says thank you very much indeed, and I'll just say a little backhand and chip that one back, but who's going to be back on this first? And it's going to be Okiza. Pali Okiza makes turn, checks up inside. Looking to come onto it, there's Kian, has to yield off, knows he can't make the play, and turn, leaves it for Rowley. Rowley off the back of the play here now, Kian going with him, Rowley, reckons he's got the pony on Little Cumbia, little chestnut mare brought over here this season for the Drais. Okiza goes forward, knows he's got to use it, does so, sends this ball up here, comes off the pony there of Pinello, but Okiza comes in and picks it up on the near side, scrambling the play here now, and sends it forward to try and get that one up there for Drai. Drai. It takes the man, leaves it for Pinello. Good discipline from Drai as Pinello just runs this one towards the goal, and towards the goal it goes. It looks like it's going left, but no, it's going straight through the pylons. It is there for Thomas Pinello, putting goal number 3 on the board there for Drai. 3 goals it is. You can see here on the replay for our Polo Line viewers. He didn't really even have to follow that one. He wasn't sure. He thought it might have been drifting left, but no, it's through the goals for a nice goal there for Thomas Pinello. 3 goals to Drai, 1 to Ghantoot, and back to the middle of the field it is for Timban to bowl it in once more. Blows that whistle, just looking for a bit of order, a little bit too much hustle and bustle. Vague resemblance of the gap to get that ball into play, and into play it is. It does get stopped in the line out, but coming out with it is Rowley. Spins Kumbi around. Just tries to get out the way. There goes Kian. Sends the backhand out in towards the middle of the field. Paul Pauli to come onto. Pauli in space. Goes the one-time play. Drills that one up the front door. Tommy comes off the pony. Couldn't get hold of it. It's picked up here by Llorente. Llorente puts that one across the field here now. Looking for something. Goes Okiza. Comes away from him there. Does. Pauli leaves it now for Kian. But in turn it looks like it's going to be Kaku to try and pick up this play. Araja. Drills that one straight up the middle of the field here, looking for Yusuf. Yusuf and Drai up on the play, and there goes the second hooter, ladies and gentlemen, and that there will end chukker number 1 with the score being 3 goals it is to Drai, 1 goal to Ghantoot. And now we'll just quickly go to a few adverts and messages as the players leave the field to change ponies before we start chukker number 2. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are back at Ghantoot with a fantastic view of the moon. It looks very full. And there the players back onto the field are looking to get this underway. And we'll be starting off with a roll in where the second hooter went. Just as Ghantoot thought that they were on the loose. They just ran out of time. 3-1 in the score in favour of Drai at the end of chucker number 1, and the ball gets bowled back into play by Southall. Southall's ball, looking for that one there, is Pinello trying to get a hold of this here now. Just pushes on forward, but it is going to be Llorente. Comes around the players here now, sends a little backhand. Possibly a little bit too much for Kaku, but Paku picks it up, straightens it up, and sends this one forward once again. Links it up there with Yusuf. Yusuf looking just to tickle this one home, and Yusuf bin Ismail puts it away, putting the second goal on the board there for Ghantoot. 2 goals it is to Ghantoot, 3 goals it is to Drai. You see on the replay here, Kaku just places that one beautifully. Still had to finish it, of course, did Yusuf. Pressure was on by Drai, but he was just got enough in front of him just to place that one through the goals. So 2-3 it is in favour of Drai as the two teams line up once more. Ball into play. Back of the line now. Pinello couldn't pick that one up. Picked up here this time. Came off the pony, the backhand comes in. Kian sends it back out towards the clubhouse once more. Kaku trying to get onto it, but beating him to it there is Rowley. Rowley on their fin. In trying to get onto this one is Pinello. Pinello, the ball gets flicked forward with Llorente appealing and looking for something there, but in comes Urquiza with Kaku trying to get away from Kaku Raja. Gets forward, Kaku eventually tags him on that one there. Kaku tries to come away with it once again, and the backhand comes in here this time by Llorente, sending it back out towards the clubhouse once more. Trying to get onto it there, couldn't do so, could Kaku, and turning quickly onto it there is Urquiza. Yields off it, leaves it, but we get a whistle on the play. Let's see what we can see on the replay here now. See, Urquiza comes in, makes a turning play, comes forward with it. And we just had to stop the play there. There was an issue with Kian's pony. Didn't think it was a question if I didn't actually manage to see it. And so we stopped play for an issue with the pony. I thought I was going blind and couldn't actually see what was going on that far down the other side of the field, but fortunate not being the case on this occasion. And so we just have a slight pause in play. As Kian walks his pony off the field to quickly change before we get this match back underway once more. So Kian's just got himself mounted back up. Of course, the rules of polo are set up for safety of horse and player. And if there is an issue with the horse, play will be stopped. So we have a free ball here now in favour of Drai as Rally Laprasette on Diafin circles round onto this. It is in range, let's see how he's feeling. We have a tussle and bustle going up forward, but Rowley comes in, goes with a one-time shot, drives this one up forward, sends this one goalward bound. It's looking very dangerously close to that goal, and in fact it is through the goals there from Rowley Laprasette, putting goal number 4 on the board. 4 goals it is to Drai, 2 goals to Ghantoot. You can see on the replay there, he comes in, gives that ball a ride. Kian tries to get to it and try to take the backhand in the air, but unfortunately deceiving him, and through the goals it goes. Goal number 4 on the board there for Drai. So back to the middle it is once more. Ball gets quickly bowled back into play. Off the back of the line now. Here comes Pinello. Pinello away there from Kakuraja. Pinello letting the pony run. He keeps this one short. AST comes up onto this one here. He dribbles it again. It looks like he's trying to go towards the goal, but he's put that one wide. I think he was concentrating too much on something he was looking for, on some form of a replay or something. We might get here to see what he was complaining about. Maybe he thought Kaku had done something. Let's see if it comes from far enough back. No, it doesn't. But we didn't actually see anything on the replay. Maybe it was something he was looking at further previous to that, but it wasn't to be, and we end up having the ball drop down on the back line with Ghantoot back in possession once more. Kakuraja brings it in. Quickly changing is Llorente. Onto Sesiente, who's been around a while. Under the neck he goes with this one here, drives this one up the field here now, but it's going to be Pinello to pick it up on the near side. Pinello there with Kian, turns back inside. Pauli looking after Llorente, setting sail down the field. Here comes Pinello. Pinello just puts the brakes on, comes forward, in comes Kaku, takes the ride off, goes for the backhand, doesn't execute the backhand cleanly enough, and coming onto it once more, it is this time Llorente. A good strong backhand by him, but it's only as far as Rowley Lapracep. As Rowley comes onto it, he just crossed over onto his stick side. Unaware of, to him, I believe it would have been a question of Kaku got himself onto the line. We can just see this backhand on the replay one more time. The backhand comes in, but sitting right on his tail, right on Rowley's tail, was Raja. And we just get another view of this coming here for our Polo Line viewers. That up comes the backhand, and he just directly in front of Kakuraja. And we end up with a penalty for a 60-yard penalty in favour of Ghantoot, being teed up by Kakuraja. Kaku to circle round up onto this one here. Kaku strikes this one well. Is it straight enough? They're all trying to stop it, so it must have been straight, and there it is, through the goals. For goal number 3 on the board there for Ghantoot, closing that gap. 4 goals, and it's been Drai. 3 goals to Ghantoot. You can see on the replay there, Kaku comes up, pony beautifully composed, balanced, and strikes that one wonderfully through the posts. It's close, it's nip and tuck. It could go either way, this one here so far. Nobody really asserting their dominance. Bin Drai got a bit of a run, but Ghantoot to really come back into it, and the ball's back into play and coming away with it here now. It is Kakuraja. Kaku going wide, looking to see where his teammates are. Turns back inside, comes away from the players, making a bit of space for himself on the field. Just he met there by Rowley. Comes the other side of him there, and it is Kakuraja going goalward bound here, swooping this one, straighten this one up towards the goal. He's got Ukiza in behind, he's got traffic in front, he's going to try and weave his way through. He cuts this one in towards the goal, and that is Kakuraja at its best, finding his way through, working his magic is Kakuraja. Kaku just had the check up there, as couldn't get onto it, could be Drai, and he just timed that one absolutely perfectly, did Kakuraja. And here, this is the old Sesiente, as I said earlier on. I thought it was the other way around, but he's getting onto the old grey is Kaku, but still got a lot of play left in it, and the ball gets bowled into play. Backhand comes in there by Rowley. Rowley's backhand doesn't reach Pinello, which I think he is looking for, but it is now going to be Llorente swoops onto it and picks it up and comes out into some open space and comes away from all the traffic. He's got Pinello with him. Okiza's loitering around with intent, and it is going to be Kakuraja to come away with it here now. Kaku shows and goes, just picks it up, manages to drag the ball forward once again. Pinello comes to him on the boards here now. In behind is Llorente. Llorente's pony just pulls out into the middle of the field for him, but he just there comes in behind Okiza. Comes away from Okiza as Kaku looks after him, goes for the next shot and drives this one in towards the goal, but it looks like it's going to get stopped and plucked away there by Rowley. Backhand comes in, pushes it wide, looking for something out. That was Rowley, but it's going to be Llorente. Llorente goes with the backhand, comes off the traffic. Who's going to be first onto it? Trying to get onto it is Kian, gets his play stolen there by Pinello ridden off, taken away by Llorente, working well, working hard, puts this one on in towards the middle of the field, but it looks like it's going to be Bin Drai to try and take this one forward. Bin Drai trying to get away there from Kaku, yields off and leaves it now for Okiza. He gets tagged and taken away from the play, but it comes up forward once again for him. He tries to pick it up on the near side, windmilling for it, and the backhand comes in there by Llorente, but not as far as he would have quite liked it to have gone. It's going to be sent forward once again by Rowley Lapracep for Okiza, but shutting him down and out of that play there. It is Kian onto the play, goes forward, Up onto it once more, looking for something out of it is going to be Kian, but nothing is going to be given, but it falls there for Akiza, and Akiza comes forward, but coming directly across is the white shirt of Ghantoot. We get a whistle on the play. See on this replay here now, Akiza, he's been looking for something for ages from Bindismal, but didn't get it, and he comes forward, and unfortunately, Yusuf just crawls across the front of the line in front of him, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen, we have a goal is given. Palio Kiza putting that one up on the board there for Drai. Taking the score now, 5 goals it is to Drai, 4 to Ghantoot. Ball back into play, back of the line out, tries to get it, does. Kaku comes away here now, does Kian. They're all getting tagged out and over the top of that one there. First round onto it, looks like it's going to be Pinello. Pinello bursting through the crowd here now, but you have Kaku Raja coming back with him as well, and he just manages to keep control of this one, gets blocked in his passage there. The backhand comes in there by Kaku Raja, sending Riley Laposette scurrying back onto this one, and they're feeling it is now. Rowley turns back inside there, gets away from his man, gets away from the hook too, and drills this one up forward up to the front door here now, looking for Akiza, but it's a little bit wide. He goes with that near side backhand to try and carry it in, couldn't quite get the shot he was looking for, and in towards the middle of the field it is. Rowley back onto it once more, but it looks like that's going wide, and the who to go, so that there, ladies and gentlemen, will end Chucker number 2, with the score being 5 goals it is to Drai. 4 goals to Ghantoot, and a great game we have out here in front of us here for our 3rd match this afternoon in His Highness the President of the UAE Cup 2022. And whilst the players change, we'll quickly go to some messages and adverts from Polo Line.
Hello and welcome to Malaysia. Whether it's your first time here or on a returning flight, we at BP are committed to creating a pleasant experience for you through our new COVID-19 screening process here in KLIA. As soon as you arrive, please proceed towards the BP Health Screening Lounge.
While you proceed to walk past a thermal scanner which scans all arriving passengers. Test our COVID-19 swab test online from your home country. Please proceed to the self-registration kiosk to process your e-vouchers. If you have not yet purchased the swab test, do not worry, as our friendly BP registration staff will assist you with the process.
After registering, take a seat and relax at a world-class design lounge while you wait for your COVID-19 swab test.
Our dedicated team of healthcare professionals will be there to support you through the entire process. Our screening facility is also equipped with a state-of-the-art on-site COVID-19 lab to ensure a quick turnaround time and the release of the test result.
And that's it!
Here at BP, we hope that you have a pleasant experience with us throughout this process. Till we meet again next time, from everyone here at BP, take care and stay safe.
So welcome back to all our Polo Line viewers and all of those here at Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club. And there's been a little bit of tittle-tattle going on with the pony changes between the umpires and Drai, or Drai and the umpires, shall we say, and we do believe we have a yellow card. A technical has been given. A little bit too much tittle-tattle and too much talking to the umpires. And no dissent will be tolerated. Well, a certain amount will be to begin with. And the ball's now being placed down here for a penalty from the halfway line in favour of Ghantoot. With a yellow card to Rowley Laposette. It looks like we have my little friend Khitter on the field, being played there by Khalid today rather than Rowley. So Kakua Raja to start us off once more, with the score being 5 goals it is to Drai, 4 goals it is to Ghantoot. From the halfway line. Kaku goes with a one-time shot, he gives this ball a ride. loses that one in the light net, comes down. It looks like it's coming down very close to the goal, and oh, it just drifts wide to the right. So an excellent attempt there by Kakuraja, but just drifting wide to the right. So once more, this ball will be placed down on the back line for Rowley Laprasette to bring into play. Pinello off on the run, out towards the clubhouse. Has to lose a bit of momentum. Picks up the play here now. Looks to try and come inside of Gerente. Dummies the big shot. Goes himself onto this one here now. Goes forward. He's got Rowley there in behind him. Yields off. Leaves it now for Rowley. Rowley darts the opposite way, making a bit of space for himself on the polo field. Rowley, one way, then the other way. Goes himself here now. Reckons he's got the pony to get up past Kian. Comes under the neck with this one here now and drills that one forward, looking there for Khalibin Drai, but he's being pushed off out of that play, and first onto it here now. It is going to be Gerente. Gerente looks after Okiza, near side backhand, opening the game up here now, but taken out of it is Kaku by Pinello. Pinello's backhand going very close to this back line. It gets flicked in towards the middle of the field, and we get a whistle on the play. You can see there the backhand comes in by Pinello, and it looks like he's at right angles across the line of the ball, and we'll have a penalty here now in favour of Bindrai, I would have thought. Let us see. As the ball's dropped down on the 30-yard line for a penalty 2 in favour of Bindrai, looking to extend their lead here in chukka number 3. So to walk up to this one here now will be Rowley Laprasette with a familiar half shot, but with determination there from Rowley Laprasette to take it. 6 goals it is to Bindrai, 4 to Ghantoot. So back to the middle of the field it is. Umpire bound to line them up here in chukka number 3. Just under 6 minutes left to play, and off the back of the line out, still stuck in that line out. Coming away with it here now is Laprasette. Goes under the neck with this one here. He's got Pinello up in front, but he doesn't go quite as far as he'd like to do so, and it's going to be Kakuraja. Makes a turn, makes the play here now. Kaku comes in up onto this one. Okiza just been kept off out of that play. Gets it up here, tries to get it up there for Gerente. Does so, couldn't cut it out, could Pinello. And it is going to be Gerente turns it away. Blue have to yield off that one there. Now he can go into it, and it's going to be Gerente. Drills that one up forward, looking for Yusuf. Yusuf has the man. Yusuf on his near side, flicks this one forward, tries to get on the stick side, does so, and scrambles this one away. Through the goals it goes for Yusuf bin Dismal. Oh no, it's gone wide. I think the pony might have kicked it. Oh, we see on the replay here now. Takes Rowley out, does the right thing, flicks this forward, comes on the stick side here, but ricochets that one off his own pony, and wide it goes. But we're back into the play once again with Rowley Laprasette on the back line. Comes under the neck, puts it out here for Pinello. Pinello coming up onto the play, up onto the boards. In pursuit is Gerente. Turns back inside, waiting for Giza to try and look after Gerente just for a moment or two. A little bit of anguish there from Gerente is picked up here by Pinello. Puts it out in towards the middle of the field here now, looking for Placette. Picks it up. Placette over the top of it, leaves it now for Pinello. Pinello gets his play spoiled, but trying to come onto it there is Kakuraja. Gets the ball taken away and stolen from him. The momentum of Bindrai is moving forward all the time here now. Coming forward, though, is Kakuraja, stealing that one away there from Pinello, but Pinello gets the hook in and picks it back up on his stick side here, but Kian comes in and clears that one away. Oh, sorry, it was Gerente who was trying to do so. This time cleared away by Laprasette, and we have by Bin Dismal. And we have a slight disagreement on whose line that was. As you see, the ball comes in, the next shot comes in, and finds himself at right angles on the near side across the line is Bindrai, and we get a strong blow on the whistle from the umpires. Sorry, just losing the ball a little bit out there in this light. And this will result in a halfway penalty, a penalty 5, be in favour of Ghantoot. 6 goals it has been Drai, 4 to Ghantoot, and just under 4 minutes on the clock here. This play is called Kakuraja. Circles round onto this one here now. Kaku taps it forward. Keeps this ball moving forward. Okiza in there, trying to play a bit of cat and mouse with him. He does, show and go, and off he goes here. Does Kaku Araja. Kaku wanted to make this one, take this one all the way himself. Comes up onto his near side player to come under the neck with it. Leaves it now for Okiza. Okiza makes a turn, pulls it away here this time. Working hard on him there. Couldn't get hold of it, but he leaves it behind for Rally Laprasette. Trying to send it up for Pinello, but first onto this one is going to be Girente. Girente looks after Pinello, takes it forward on this side. Looks for the turn. Does so. Keeps coming round. He's got Kaku coming with him, and there's just a little bit of something going on here as we have a dismounted player. And we get a whistle on the play. And we're going to have a free change here, ladies and gentlemen, so we'll just have a slight pause. Just have a quick replay of this play coming in here. We just have that near side play there by Girente coming round onto it. He's coming round onto the play. So we can just see what happened here. Kian comes up onto it through here. He came onto the play and the pony just stumbled and lost its front end, and Kian buying a bit of real estate here on Ghantoot Sheikh Sultan bin Zayed Field. But he's up and fine. It's giving a few of the players a bit of an opportunity to quickly change ponies. Shaken and not stirred, as always, is Kian. And so let's see how the umpires will start this one, probably with a drop ball. Just causing a bit of a delay. And Kaku is coming back out on the field. Girente just looking for a bit of clarification from the umpires. And it was a contested play. And the ball's being bowled into play. Too much tittle-tattle, the umpires won't be waiting. You're going to be wasting your own play. The backhand comes in by Okiza, and we get a whistle on the play. And a yellow card there for Kaku Raja. Less chat, more polo. So it's a spot penalty here now to Drai. So we'll just come back a bit. Things just need to get under control. There's a little bit no play had actually been called. So a ball's being dropped down here now. Kaku kindly turns round and sends the ball back. And we'll start proceedings off once more. This time players call Ray Laprasette. Sends that one up forward, does so in a very sportsmanlike manner, and leaves it for Marcos Araja. Trying to get it onto his Okiza, but he's pushing his own player into him. He'll just have to yield off, give Kaku the opportunity to start to play polo. Kaku on the move here now with Pinello. Goes under the neck with that one there. Doesn't quite get the distance he was looking for. It falls for Rowley. Rowley makes a turn, flicks this one back around the corner. No player can come into him on there. He sends this one forward. He's got Tony Pinello, reaches back, picks this one up here nicely. Goes for the long driving shot. See if he can get that up for Okiza, but Okiza looking to try and sweep onto this line in front of Kaku Raja. Kaku comes on the near side, gets sent up once more by Okiza, but it gets deflected. It's only going to be as far as Kian. Kian goes with that little backhand. The little backhand comes in, but coming across there is Pinello and swoops in onto this play. Pinello turns back inside. Pinello can't come onto it. Girente. Kian waiting there for Pinello. Pinello goes with a lofted high drive shot, but it looks like it's going to drift wide to the right, and out to the right-hand side it goes. So after that bit of discombobulation in the play, things will hopefully settle down now, and we can get back our heads back into the right place and play polo. As Kaku Raja brings it back into play for Ghantoot. Cutting out there is Girente. Girente picks it up here now, looking for something there as Okiza, but nothing can possibly be given on that one there. Takes away Okiza out of it, leaving it for Kaku Raja once more. Kaku in there by himself. digging this ball out, brings it forward, drives it up here, slaps the top of that one and doesn't get a clean play onto it, can't get onto it. Or maybe he can get onto it, little backhand play there by Llorente for Marcos Araja, and Araja's shot gets drilled up forward. They're going to scurry back of these blue shirts. I don't think it's quite got the legs on it, but the pressure's on. Rauli Lapasek goes with that backhand, solid as ever, sends it out towards the side here now, and it's going to be picked up here by Llorente, sends it back in again, but Urquiza intercepts it, takes it out towards the side. It's now left for Drai. Drai sends it out towards, clearing it away here a little bit further, and the backhand comes in once more, and it just gets reciprocated and sent out in towards the middle of the field. Under the net there goes Llorente. Llorente's play in towards the goal, but it's going to be Drai comes in with a good strong, solid backhand out towards the side. But first onto it is going to be Kaku. He's not going to back the ball. He wants to turn it and play and mount an attack going forward, and he does. He sends that ball in towards the throws of play, and it just goes wide out towards the left-hand side. So the ball gets dropped down here now for Rauli Lapasek to bring into play for Drai, with the score being 6 goals it is to 4 for Drai over Ghantoot, and Rauli brings this forward as the first hooter is just about to go, and there it is as Tommy Pinello on the first hooter. Open shoulder, drills this one up the middle of the field, and we've got Rauli coming back with a vengeance to lose sight of that ball just slightly. The backhand comes in by Llorente, gets spoiled in the play, and it is now Pinello coming up onto. He's over the top of that one there, and he leaves it for Drai, but it's now left for Pinello, and Pinello couldn't hit that one cleanly. Kaku Raja scurries that one out the side. Who's going to come onto it? Kian does. They're all over the top of this thing here now, and it's going to be Palia Raja, and there goes a second hooter, ladies and gentlemen, and they're all losing sight of the line, the ball, the play and everything, and hopefully they can go and sit down here at half-time now and recompose themselves before we come back out for the second half of this match, with the score being 6 goals to Drai, 4 to Ghantoot. And for our Polo Line viewers, we'll quickly go to some messages and some adverts. So welcome back here now to all our Polo Line viewers, and we just have a few stats to be able to show and a few highlights of our last match. So at the end of chukker number 1, it was 3-1 in favour of Drai. 5-4, Ghantoot closing that gap, but they opened it up again in the third chukker, but only with 1 goal being scored in chukker number 3. Boys and girls got a little bit hot and testy in that one there. 6-4. And now we'll just see some of the best goals here from our previous match. Beresford there, the two big men together, Beresford and Capella. Look at him slipping inside, does Beresford, and scoops that one away on the near side through the goals. Great goal there. Couldn't get onto it there, could hustle, but it was going to be Tommy once more. Beresford stick and balling all the way home. Team well organised, well structured, clearing the way for him to come through. And once more, here we go. This one here of Habtor. Lovely pass up there by Tolly, and just sneaking that to the inside the left-hand goalpost did Habtor for Cafu by Wolves. And the backhand comes in. Hassel drills that one forward. No need to waste any time to follow that one, because through the goals it goes. So welcome back to all of those live here at Ghantoot. The players are coming back out on the field. And we'll just be able to tell you a little bit about the stats so far. The score's 6-4, 4 goals from field goals for Drai, 2 for Ghantoot. Throw-ins, pretty even Stevens. Drai 7-5. Fouls, Drai 6-4. Giving a lot of fouls, but getting the throw-ins. Yellow cards, 1 there to Ghantoot. And I think actually there might have been 2 yellow cards, because there's 1 to Ghantoot and 1 to Drai. Penalties is 2 apiece, and 2 apiece it is for both sides. We had one in the intermittent period before the players were back out in the field. One of the Drai players in the former Rally Laprasette was back on and giving a little bit of dissent, and so he collected one as well as Marcos Oraja. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get chukker number 4 underway. So we just clear the field. Players on the field. So just waiting for the field to clear. And also just actually one of the Ghantoot players. Before he's rotating himself. Mounted up and the ball will be bowled in from the inside out, and we're back underway again. Out the front of the line, out it comes. Trying to come away with this one here is Llorente. Llorente cleared away on the volley, takes it forward, sends this one up here for Oraja. Oraja and Pinello going back hard. Oraja looking for the play, but it looks like it is going to be Marcos Oraja checks up on the boards, has to come back inside. In comes Llorente to try and help him out onto this one. Does so, picks it up, comes to spoil the play. There does Rowley, timing it well as usual. And it is going to be Oraja. Comes away here now, up past Pinello. He sends this ball in towards the throws, not one to beat the man, comes in, looks for it, does Khalid, and the ball's going to his close goal. Gets cleared away there by Bowley, and in turn gets cleared away once again by Rowley. Laprasette takes it deep down into the corner, close to his camp, turns the play. Back inside he comes, back on their fin, I believe it is. Rowley sends this one forward, little flick shot, sends that one up here for Pinello, waited well, sends it up beautifully there, out there for Khalid Drai and Yusuf Bindismal, the 2 local boys going hard at it. Bindismal looks like he's got the better of that one, no, but in comes Drai, gets him back onto it again. In comes Pinello, gets hooked off out of it and leaves it now for Llorente. Llorente trying to get away there from Pauli Urquiza, flicks it off to Marcos Oraja. Just has to yield off out of it, does the blue player, and he just sends this one forward up here, does Araja now. Trying to get up onto this one here is Rally Lapracette, establishes himself onto that one in front of Gerente, gets away from Kian, comes away beautifully on DFN and sends this one up the field. Oh, he was looking probably for a little bit more angle. He's gone across the field out into open space, allowing Gerente to come onto this one here first. Gerente comes in, near side, backhand, sends it back in, gets stopped in the play. Looking for something out of that one there is Kian, and we get a whistle on the play. You see here, Gerente comes in with that backhand, sends it into the play once again here. Looking to come away with that one there was Kian. Umpire's not liking it, as you have Pinello on the line, but going across the field of play towards the clubhouse, so we'll have a spot penalty in favour of Drai. Rally Lapracette. Rowley brings it forward. Kian there with him. Takes it forward. Keeps this ball moving. There he is on the break. Rally Lapracette. Didn't show enough of that to Marcos. Looks to try and come inside, looking to weave his way through, but Marcos Araja gets that one away from the goal mouth, underneath the neck. Probably not quite as far as you would like, as Pinello comes in, goes to the backhand, across the field it goes. Who's going to be first onto this one here? Backhand by Okiza. Okiza's backhand towards the goal, but it looks like it slipped past the goals and out over the back line for Marcos Araja. Kaku to bring it into play. Taps it forward. Gerente coming out wide. Sends it out for Gerente this time. Loses a bit of momentum, trying to get onto it. Couldn't get onto it, but Okiza can. Okiza makes a turning play. Takes two players out of this one here, and Okiza looking to stick a ball this one all the way home. Okiza tap, tap, tap. He's making a bit of hard work, but he does, and he puts it away. Paulo Okiza. You can see on the replay for our Polo Line viewers that he ended up getting that ball a bit short for Gerente. Couldn't get onto it. His play was spoilt by Rowley to start with, but Okiza managing to take it away and finishing it off. Through the goals it goes for goal number 7 on the board there for Drai. 7 goals to 4 it is here in Chaka number 4. So in the line out, ball Boldman play, frontal line out. Trying to get hold of this one is Rowley. Rowley picks it up, cuts it away here now, back on Cumbia. Rowley comes away with it. Rowley up over the half, gets blocked in his way there by Marcos Araja. Was he blocked? Was he in? Was he able to come in there? Let's see what we see on the replay and what the umpires decide. As Ray Lapracette comes round the corner here, checks up, looks to come back inside, trying to avoid the hooking play. And just collected Marcos Araja on his passage forward. And we have a spot penalty here in favour of Ghantoot. And oh, tittle tattle, Timothy. Oh. We have a bit of broken tack. The martingale of Ray Lapracette's pony has broken. So we'll just have, or is it the actual noseband? So we'll just have a quick break here, ladies and gentlemen. As you said, safety of horse and players of tantamount importance. So whilst we have that break in play, a couple of players will quickly go and change pony. Kian looking a bit lonely out there, all on his Todd. Whilst we have Drai and Pinello still left on the field. Kaku's changing, Gerente's changing, Yusuf is changing. So Rowley quickly changed back up again. And then we'll get things underway. That's Paulo Okiza. Makes his way back onto the field as well. So players call by umpire Southwell. So Marcos Raja brings it up. Gerente on Astro Boy, gone up forward, goes with the driving shot, sends a beautiful shot, but it's out there wide to the right. Who can get onto this one first? It looks like it's deep down into the corner. It looks like it's going to be Pinello. Pinello checks up, comes back inside. Opens things up again here now, does Pinello. Lets his pony run, gets it moving. Drives this one up the field here. Nice weighted shot up to himself. Here comes Pinello. Pinello meaning business. Pinello scurrying down the field up over the halfway line. Look at this little pony scooching along. It is waiting for him. There is Marcos Araja, but he just burns past him underneath the neck. He comes here now on his near side. Pinello looking for something, and oh, he runs out of space and out over the back line it goes. So the ball will be placed on the back line here now. Marcos Araja. Marcos taps it forward across the face of his own goal mouth. Waiting for him there is Okiza. Comes under the neck here now for Llorente. Llorente cuts this one wide, goes with a one-time play on it. Realise he can't release it, but it's that man, Rowley Laprasette, coming back onto this one here first. Rowley checks up, comes back inside. He's got the pony. Kian comes with him. It's going to be Pinello there to look after Kian. Comes up with it now, does Rowley, sends it out for Pinello. Pinello up on the loose here now. Pinello just straighten that pony up. This is a little crack that he's on here now. Checks up, looks to come inside. Oh, Llorente goes himself, feeling confident, goes with a big neck shot to drive this one in towards the goal. It's going goalward bound. Can he pluck it out the air? Can Marcos Araja? Unbelievable play there by Marcos. Reaches out, picks it up and comes away there from Pauli. Pauli comes in and spoils on the near side, but he managed to regain possession and just caught in the way there is Pinello, and it gets stolen away there by Okiza. Playing a bit of advantage possibly the umpires, but the whistle goes. Great play there by Araja, plucking it out of the air. Comes away with it, gets blocked there by Pinello. And Okiza comes in, trying to make the next play. The advance is being played, nothing come thereof. So we'll have a spot penalty from the halfway line, a penalty 5B, in favour of Marcos Araja and Ghantoot. So players called. Raja comes up onto this one. He gives this one a ride. It looks like it's going out towards the right-hand side. Looking for it there is Bindismal. But it's going to be Rowley Laprasette up onto this one here first. Rowley comes away with it here now. Up past his man on that one there. Rowley Laprasette setting sail down the far side of the field, keeping it short, trying to go back with him there. And he can't quite get in connection with him, but it looks like it's going to be Marcos back onto this one here first. Araja, backhand, out towards the clubhouse once more. First onto it, though. It is out over the boards. So the ball will be dropped down here now for Rowley Laprasette. Rowley taps this forward. Rowley brings it forward. He drives this one up forward once again, looking for the man up the front door there in the form of Drai. Coming forward up onto it there with, it just gets hooked off out of it. Couldn't keep that one in play, and out over the back line it's gone. Good work there by Yusuf and Khalid. So the ball to be brought in here by Kaku Raja. Kaku once again out here now for Llorente, but looks like he's trying to keep Pinello off out of it, but Pinello picks it up, couldn't quite reach back for that one. Kian comes in, helps get this away from the danger man, sends it out now for Llorente, gets hooked off out of it there. Cancelling each other out is Hall and Okiza. Trying to get onto it is Marcos, but the backhand comes in by Pinello and couldn't get onto it there. Could be Drai, the first two that goes, but it's going to be left here now for Araja. Araja going himself here now. Araja might have shown too much of that one there. He goes with the ball straight up the field there on the bounce. Checks up. In comes the backhand of Laprasette. Sending Kian Hall back onto it. Sends it back in the throws once more. Good backhand by him. Gets onto it there. Does Marcos Araja with a one-time play. And unfortunately, it's just gone wide. Knowing that clock was ticking on down. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The hooter goes to end Chukka number 4, with the score being 7 goals and it's been Drai, 4 goals to Ghantoot. And we'll go to a few messages and adverts from Polo Line for our Polo Line viewers as the players quickly go to change ponies.
agradecer. Gracias de este evento sea maravilloso.
So welcome back to all our Polo Line viewers and all of you here at Ghantoot Racing and Polo Club. As we're about to start, chucker number 5 with Drai leading over Ghantoot, 7 goals to 4 it is. Ghantoot, of course, quickly back on the field, up at their end of the field, where play finished with that attempt at goal by Marcus Araja when he knew time was tight. So the ball's placed on the back line here now for Rowley Laprasset to bring back into play for Drai. Rowley Laprasset taps it forward, unleashes it here now. Oh, and it was Tommy calling the Recce and he's gone the other way, so he goes out there and first onto it here is going to be Llorente. Llorente turns it back inside. He's got Araja in behind him. Just reversing into him there as Tommy, so he gets told to get on and use the play, and it's now going to be Araja who looks up towards goal and he sends this one forward here, and it comes up here onto on the near side of Llorente, and he picks it up beautifully there, and Llorente looks to make the cut backhand, couldn't quite do so, but it's going to be Okiza to clear it away here for Drai once more, but he's taken it out there by Llorente, bringing it round on the near side, checks up, puts it onto his stick side here once again. Llorente sends the ball forward. Llorente taps it forward. Home to Okiza, yields off, leaves it now for Araja. He looks up to see where the goals are and he drills this one up towards the goals. It's going goalward bound it is with not a lot of angle, and what's the flagman doing? Not a lot. So the ball's gone wide. So the ball's on the back line here now for Rowley Laprasset. It brings it back into play. Rowley, this time, goes on the neck, out there for Pinello. Pinello checks up, looks to come inside, gets smothered there by Kaku, but he manages to retain possession. Whips this one up the field here now, trying to get it up there for Akiza. He's kept off out of that play, and Keane comes round, but Akiza steals that one away from him there. Akiza going goalward bound here now for Drai. Akiza running this ball down the field here. He's over the top of that one there. The backhand comes in by Llorente. Llorente's backhand in towards the middle of the field, and who's first to set a light onto this one here? It looks like it is going to be a bit of a bump and leaves it all behind, and they're all over the place, and they're not sure where this one's going to go. Was Pinello right in the first place or not? We'll see on the replay here. Or not, as the case may be. So I think we possibly have a decision. Let's see what we're going to have. Possibly right in the first instance. Was he breaking because his light flashed before him? He checked up, but so the decision's been made for a spot penalty in favour of Drai. Tommy basically had to check up out of that one, as I said, for in fear of his life. As he checks up on the play, white player impeding him. Regardless of what came from behind, no advantage would come from it, so therefore the ball's been dropped down for a spot penalty, a penalty 5. In favour of Drai, teed up by Rowley Laprasset. Troops going forward. It's in range for Rowley. Feeling confident on this pony. Rowley Laprasset lets that one go up the field. It goes, but it looks like it's drifting out towards the left-hand side, and towards the left it is, and out over the back line. So Ghantoot can breathe a sigh of relief as the ball's placed on the back line here now. Some 5 minutes left to play before the first 2 to goes, and Kakaraja comes in once more. Kaku looks to see where Llorente's going, keeps it himself, keeps it moving forward, comes one way, goes the other way, goes by himself here this time, gets up past Okiza, but coming in to give the support in behind him there is Llorente. It's Kaku Araja belting down the far side of the field in front of the clubhouse here now. Araja goes under the neck with that one there, leaves it behind. Unfortunately, can he get onto it? Yes, Llorente checks up, slips back onto this one here now. No, it's Kian, actually, he's onto it, comes onto the play, over the top of it there, leaves it for for Llorente now. Llorente with Panello. Another melee it is once more, and it's Kaku. Comes off the back of it, does Llorente. Llorente looks up towards the goal and just drills this one forward. Up in the air it goes, tries to get onto that one, gets ridden off out of it, and it is going to be Rowley Laprasette coming away with it here now. Rowley Laprasette takes the ball, straightens this one up at the top of the bounce, but he's been lined up there by Kaku. Kaku comes in, takes it forward, doesn't quite get it cleanly. It's now left here. Checking up well is Llorente, turns back inside. I think that's Open Nievi. He's on there and he drills that one up forward. A crack mare that she is, and he sends it up there for Bindismal. Bindismal and Drai encouraging his pony in a manner to go forward. It is Bindismal near side, taken out of it. Okiza sends the backhand wide out towards the side. But first onto this one here, looks like it is going to be a Raja. Waits for the man, does so, comes round the corner, does Pinello, tries to spoil his play, but it is a Raja, retains possession. In behind him there is Llorente, goes himself, sends it forward, up towards the goals it goes, and out over the back line. So the ball's placed down once more for Drai. Quickly changing ponies, players called. Rokiza taps it forward, yields off. It goes on the run himself and leaves it here this time. The ball gets drilled up the field here in between the two players. Can Kian get onto that near side? He can't. Okiza gets onto it, leaves it now for Pinello. Pinello, here's the call. Pinello drills that one up the front here, and it is Okiza. I think he's on Velada, sends this one forward here. A nice approach shot. He's a little bit wide to the right, but he's got pressure on him, and he's just going to tap this one away, and tap it he does. And through the goals it is for goal number 8 on the board there for Drai. 8 goals it is to Drai. 4 goals to Ghantoot. Good approach shot there by Okiza. Taps it up in the air and just taps it through in the air just to make sure. Does Pauli Okiza. So, a lot of players scrambling for ponies. Rowley back on Cumbia. So we're all back on, and the play comes in, and it's going to be Llorente comes away with it here now. Llorente with Pinello on the boards. Llorente checks up. In behind is Kakuraja on Also Se Siente. So it gets forward, drills that one up forward. It comes off the pony, and we get a whistle on the play. You see here on the replay, he's there, and he has plenty of space, but he actually slices it and ends up hitting that one into the horse. So Kiza quickly goes and changes off Belada. Coming from the right end of the field for him to stay on side, and it is going to be Rowley Laprasette. Taps this forward, drills that one up here now. Rowley Laprasette sends that ball out into some open space, but first onto this one here now is going to be a Raja. A Raja checks up, turns back inside. Loses sight of it. In comes Pinello looking to make a spoiling play. Does so. It's now left here for Kian. Kian comes in to mop it up here now for Ghantoot. Leaves it for Kaku. Kaku over the halfway line. Kaku goes with the shot. Waited that play up there, trying to get it up there for Llorente coming through at pace, but it's going to be Drai. Didn't get the backhand, overshoots it, does Llorente. It's now left here for Pinello, takes it down closer to his own goal mouth and turns it back, swoops it away there from the hook of Llorente and drills this one up the field once more, unleashing Okiza just short of the halfway line. Okiza, Pauli Okiza, there's not a lot they can do. They can't get close enough to him. He's got time to stick and ball this one. He drives it in towards the goal, taking control of the play, does Okiza, and follows it through the goal for goal number 9 on the board for Pauli Okiza. The last 2 goals scored by him. Pauli Okiza, number 9 for Drai. So the 2 teams will make their way back towards the middle of the field as we have a quick change of ponies for Kian. So Tarquin Southall looks to bowl the ball in, just waiting for Drai to get on the right, for Bindismal to get on the right side, and it's trying to come over there with Tommy, but it is coming away with it. Tommy comes the near side, plays the backhand, sending Llorente back onto it. Llorente checks up, comes back inside. There goes the hooter, ladies and gentlemen, and that there will end our third match today, with the winners being Drai running out 9 goals to 4 over Ghantoot. So two teams congratulating each other. And we'll shortly go to a few stats here. A cracking game there by Drai. And there we have the stats of the progression of the game. After chukker number 1, Drai 3, Ghantoot 1. Ghantoot had a strong second chukker, 4 goals to Ghantoot, 5 to Drai. But Drai asserted their dominance from chukker number 3 onwards, and it was 6 goals to 4 after chukker number 4, 7 goals to 4 after chukker number 4, and at the end of chukker number 5, 9 goals to Drai, 4 goals to Ghantoot. As you see there, a good shot there of the Drai team, united as they leave the field. You see a shot there of Drai victoriously leaving the polo field, thanking his grooms and Lax from the head groom there. Being congratulated there, of course, by the crew, everybody concerned. And a jubilant camp as Rowley dismounts, as does Baliokiza, and into the camp for congratulations goes Tommy Pinello. And now we'll just see some of the best goals that have been scored through this match here. You see Ray Laprasette, I think just checking up on the play, keeping control of it, just cuts this one in towards the goal, making space and time for himself, as always, for Ray Laprasette. And here we have Pinello. Pinello coming through at gate pace, getting past, weighted beautifully, and through the goals it goes, just shadowing that one through, does Tommy Pinello. And for Apollo 9 viewers, nice one there by Kaku Raja, sends this one up forward here now for Bindismal. Bindismal beautifully finishing that one off in front of Drai. And here we have the corner there from, no, it was a free hit from where it went out over the boards by Rally Laprasette. Just sending that one clean over the top for everybody, and this was a good pass up there for Okiza, but he had a lot to do. And there he is, Ombalala takes it forward and just tickles that one away through the goal for Drai. That was goal number 8, and here is goal number 9, turning defence into attack by the play from Rowley, unleashing Paolo Okiza. And now we go back here now, as we have a little view of a very happy Paolo Okiza. And Rowley back there again once more, and here we go for a few stats of the match for the progress of the game. Drai 7 field goals, only 2 field goals there for Ghantoot. Throw-ins pretty tight really, it was only 9-7, only 2 goals difference. Fouls committed was pretty even Stevens, 8-7 as you can see. A couple of yellow cards thrown out there for good measure today, as at least the players are showing that they are working hard, but the boiling over shouldn't be so necessary. Penalties 2 from 2, 2 from 2 for both sides. And there's a story, ladies and gentlemen, of the stats, with the final score being 9 goals to 4 for Drai. So from myself, Adam Snowden, and Polo Line, and all our sponsors here at Ghantoot Racing Polo Club, for His Highness the President of the UAE Polo Club, we look forward to you tuning in on Sunday for our next trifecta of matches, starting at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I hope you've had a great day, and good night.